Hello and welcome to the channel. Backfire just released a video about their very new board, the Zealot, which is a belt-driven board. And I want to kind of give you my initial thoughts on the board based on what we've seen on the internet and then also in their video. But before we get started, you know I have to address the elephant in the room. Backfire. Why would y'all do a video premiere for literally a 45-second video? But nevertheless, I guess I get it from a branding and marketing perspective. I guess it was genius. But let's go ahead and get into the video. So of course, this is Backfire's new board, and as you can see, they're going with the belt drive system, which is pretty cool and very interesting at the same time, because for a while, a lot of Backfire's marketing was how belts are terrible and they're loud and they're annoying. But it's interesting to see them go ahead and making that transition and actually starting to make belt drive boards again. But nevertheless, it's pretty cool. Now, I think one of the things that's most fascinating about this board so far that we've learned is that it has a 311 watt-hour battery, which is actually a larger battery than what you see in the G3. I have the G3 here as well. And I believe the G3 only has a 260 watt-hour battery. So they're giving us a larger battery on this new Zealot board, which is pretty cool. Of course, one of the other things that you'll notice is that they're advertising that the board should also get more range, and they're saying that it should get something around 28 to 36 kilometers, which should be fascinating to see as well. And if you read some of the literature on their website, they also talk about how because they're utilizing a 21700 cells, that their board is now supposed to have less battery sag. And I think that that's something that could probably be pretty true, because when riding my G3, one of the things that I noticed, and we have this saying in the Eastgate community, that good to the last drop. The Backfire G3, it actually can accelerate pretty well up until the battery is pretty empty. So that's going to be interesting to see as well. And them, pairing that 311 watt-hour battery with these the belt-driven system, that's going to be very fascinating to see what the hill climbing capability is going to look like, what the range is going to look like. So it looks pretty solid in those areas as well. Now, Backfire is also saying that their board, of course, they're going to ship standard with the 96mm wheels, and then they're saying that they have 78A durometer, I believe. But now, because they're going with the belt drive system, we now have options to kind of switch up those wheels. And they're saying that they actually partner with Cloud Wheels to create their own brand of Cloud Wheel type wheels, and they're actually going to be 105mm. So that should probably make for a very smooth ride when you talk about riding over different pavements and things like that. And I think it's pretty interesting that they decided for the 105 versus the 120, and that's probably because to reduce the chance of wheel bite and things like that on the board. But nevertheless, I think it looks pretty solid. I think it looks cool. I've never used the Cloud Wheels yet, and I hear a lot of good things about the Cloud Wheels, but I also have heard that sometimes the cores break as well. So it'll be interesting if they're using maybe an updated type Cloud Wheel so that users won't have those issues with those particular wheels. So that was pretty fascinating as well. Now, also, if you go on Backfire's website, they're claiming that they're going to have an app that's available in August now for both Android and iOS users. So that's going to be really, really interesting as well, because that's one of the areas that Backfire was kind of lacking in. A lot of people say, hey, when is Backfire going to get an app? And then also it would be fascinating to see what exactly consumers will be able to do inside of the app. You know, I know that with the Exway boards, you can do a lot of customization, braking curve, acceleration curve. We can do free mode with the Exway boards. A lot of cool functionality within those apps, and it would be interesting to see if Backfire is going to allow users to kind of have that same flexibility within their app system as well. Overall, I see a lot of the same similarities with the G3 board, and if you haven't seen my G3 review, you should probably check it out. It's a pretty solid video, and it looks like they're using the same deck. It looks like they're using the same wheels that they're using on the G3 as well. But of course, now with the belt drive, we have some additional options, and they're giving us a larger battery. I can tell you this, man, the budget board, if that's what you want to call it, arena, is really producing some quality boards out here. It's really amazing what you can get now for this price range. And Backfire currently has the board listed at $900 on the website, but with a $200 discount. So the board is actually around $700 right now. But that's crazy. You know, $700 for a board that you're getting. It seems like you're getting a lot of value. The large battery cells that they're actually using, 311 watt hours. The ability to, look to switch up the wheels, and then the options of the Cloud Wheels. And then, of course, you know, Backfire makes a pretty solid looking board. I have the G3 and I'm pretty impressed with it. But I want to hear what you guys think. What do y'all think about the board? What did you think about the premiere video? What most intrigues you about the board? You know, one more thing. I know a lot of people have been talking about that purple stripe, you know. So what do y'all think about the board? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, I'll see you guys at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Peace.